The Executor. By the way, this is my video mock review of The Executor, if I didn't say his name already. Pardon me, if you didn't hear his name already, because I already said his name. So, yeah. I don't know why I did that a little early, I'm sorry, but I was going to do that for, like, dramatic effect or something. Anyway, I'm going to do size comparisons first. Please tell me you guys didn't hear it in the background. But I'm going to do size comparisons first. Here he is next to Stand Straight 2. There we go. There he is next to Gunvock. Witvok. I should probably have him standing straight. Witvok, so he's a lot taller than Witvok. And Avok. Trivok, who again, because he's kind of old, I have him way hunched over, but way taller than Trivok. Stelfo. He's taller than himself. I actually have this guy kind of hunched over a little, so normally he would be taller. He would be about this much taller if I have him standing up more straight. I have him standing pretty straight, but he can be taller. So yeah, that's all the size comparisons I'm going to do for today. So yeah. So yeah, on to the review. Trivok, Stelfo's not Trivok. What's wrong with me? Executor, Stelfo's older brother. Also, he joined the Vok when Levok conquered, and he basically became what his name suggests: the Executor. He executes anyone who breaks the law or defies the will of Levok. He will hunt them down like a dog and kill them. His name has been long forgotten. His original and his new name, except for only by Levok and Stelfo. No one really knows him. It almost seems like he is soulless. He has become a cold and basically almost a hollow shell of what he originally was. He has a very dark backstory. Not too much. For the first season of Stelfo, I'm gonna try and do a stop motion series. But I got planned for this first season. He will be the main antagonist. Yeah. Okay, I believe I just did... Sorry, I had to stop and use the bathroom. I just did the size comparison. Yeah. Anyway, in this universe, and I'm hoping I'm not wrong about this, but I believe Onua's mask is the Mask of Earth now, no longer the Pakari, the Mask of Strength. Let me know in the comments. And because of that, I thought, hey, another character could use it. And so I did. In this, he has the Pakari, which he somehow managed to find, mysteriously again. So he has super strength, basically. And other abilities, like Stelfo and Trivok. He has the ability to control and have other elements. And not only can he control the elements now, but he actually has a great mask. A great Tohoi mask. I hope I said that right. He can really use the elements. He is really powerful. He does. Yeah. So he has, even if Anua doesn't have even if Anua does have the Pakari, I noticed there's always more. In the original one, there was always more than one mask anyway. And so I think, hey, this could be an obstacle. Anyway, at this point, oh, never mind. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, in one of my earlier reviews, when I was talking about, I forget who, but my most complicated mock, I referred to him, and that was who I was referring to. My most complicated mock has and by far has been him. I made almost a completely custom torso, as you can tell by looking at it, but you probably can't because he's not only hunched over, that area is completely black or dark colors. So I'll pick the camera. Again, he has the Pikaru, and yes, he does not have the eye, but I did that deliberately. Like I said, it's almost as if he doesn't have a soul in his backstory. I did that to make him seem more soulless. So, yeah. And yeah, see, I have 2 of the Hero Factory armor pieces. I forget what size those are. I will when I do my Let's Build. This is a guy I'm going to do a Let's Build just because he's really complicated. Compared to my other mocks, there's his waist, which does not have a swivel in it. I was going to give him a swivel, but I decided against it. Yeah. Yeah, his legs are probably the most, and his arms are probably the most simplest part about him. The torso is where everything is at. He does have a little bit of not really much of a gap, actually. He does have a little one, but his armor almost completely covers it. And because of that, Rocky, I believe is what their name is. Rahi? No, that's the animals. Torso piece, I believe is what that's called. Yeah, I believe that's what that's called. It kind of gives him back armor and fills in his back. The legs are a little bit hollow, but yeah. And because of the way I did the arms, whoa, don't fall over. He actually has a double joint. And I did give him this old style arm from the original Toa. And then this big axe, which used the leg parts from, again, that one guy that I own, but I can't remember his name, that I got the one heads from. Well, not those heads, but that's who those heads originally belong to. Then there's the Picari, which originally went to Anua in 2001. I did not get that from Anua. I got this from Bricklink. For a fact, 90% of the parts I got for him are probably from Bricklink. Probably the only 2 are probably this. Probably not only 2, but only 4 are this armor piece right here from what's his name? And in this, and that. By the way, that's a weapon stored on his back. That's not actually part of his jetpack or whatever those are going to be. Anyway, I'm going to set the camera down. Just getting the tripod because I moved it out of the way. Whoops. Sorry about that. But here we go. Which, by the way, this giant axe, which is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I forgot about how big these pieces were. And like, again, the more complicated weapons or bigger weapons are more important weapons. And this is a really important weapon, in the story at least. Will have a separate video. Not for each one, they're all going to be in one video, but yeah. I just thought of something. I forgot to do the articulation of the Stelfo and Tridoc, but they have standard articulation. And yes, a lot of my mocks have chicken legs. It's just kind of something I do. I like chicken legs. I like to eat them. Yeah, normally he stands like this. Or he falls over, because I knock him over. Normally he stands more like this. And then, like I said, this is a weapon that's stored on his back, which can be put into his arm. Pardon me, his hand. He is a little bit wobbly. Again, this guy's a work in progress, and I will do update videos. So yeah. He does have a jetpack. Well, not really a jetpack, but it more of helps him jump. He does not fly with it. It's not strong enough. So yeah, that covers everything. And like I said, the weapon is going to be in... I think the articulation is kind of unnecessary because you can basically tell where the articulation is. Especially with the new Hero Factory ball and socket system. I forget what it's actually called, so I call it the ball and socket system. So yeah. Hello, Josh. But with that new system, it's really easy to tell, especially in mocks like this, because even if it is more complex, especially in the torso, that's where it's most complex, the limbs aren't that complicated. And you can basically see, especially with how this arm is posed, they're the exact same. Though I will say, he does, because of the pieces I used to connect the old Mata hands. I used these short, like, double socket joint piece. The short one that came with Furno XL. And I also used that down here on the legs with a friction adder. Because I used that, it gave him a double jointed elbow. So he does have like 4 points of articulation in his hand. But other than that, I've basically said everything about this guy. So please rate, comment, subscribe, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Please, again, let me know if there's anything in the comments that I could improve on. Thank you for all watching. Benjamin signing out.
Mahogany.
And he's back.